Hi guys, welcome back to the Resinator. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. Now, I am one of those people that I actually really hate unboxing videos. I think they're pointless and silly, and you know, who wants to watch you open a box? So guess what? I'm going to do one. So I'm quite excited about this. I have been after a resin debubbling machine for so long. I think when you start doing resin, you realise pretty quickly that it's one of the things that you really need. And they are actually quite expensive. So I've done a little bit of research. I've had a look around on Amazon and Temu and, you know, everywhere where you can get resin supplies. And I found one that had a really good deal on it, but it's unbranded. So first of all, here it is. Now, I've looked everywhere for an actual brand on this. I'm just going to stand up and check that you can even see it. There we go. And I can't actually find a brand name anywhere. Even all this information here, product name, which isn't even spelt right, it just says bubble removal machine. And that's it. Say goodbye to bubbles, where art and tech meet. So I thought, well, the deal was good. Let's have a punt and see what it's like. And it came today, and I'm really excited. So this is either going to be really, really good or a total load of pants. So let's open it up. So the first thing you get is your resin bubble removal machine, which we all know I probably won't read. No, I'm just kidding, I will. Get rid of the polystyrene. I mean, it's not as pretty as normal, you know, the good brands. But if it does the job, I don't really care what it looks like. So here's the lid. It's a wind, you know, like a dial timer rather than LED or anything. So that's cool. I don't need all the mod cons. I'm not bothered about that. So you get some clear plastic cups. Not really going to pay too much attention to the measurements on there, because we all know that they're quite often wrong. More foam. And here is the actual base. Just check there's nothing else in the box. Okay. So I'm going to set it up here just, you know, for the sake of this video, but it's obviously not going to live here. This is where I do all my resin work. I'll find somewhere permanent for it to set up. So there we go. I don't know whether you can hear that, it's still ticking. There we go. So there it is put together. Here's the plug. Obviously it's got a UK plug on there. Quite like this blue. The timer goes up to 15 minutes. The power plugs in there. So there we go. There's the little release valve here, little silicone release valve to let the pressure out when you're done. So, and now I can't get it back in. There we go. And I think there's only one. Some of them have more than one, I believe. But so there it is. It's pretty basic, but if it gets rid of even half of the bubbles in my resin, I'll be pleased. So I'm going to go away for a minute, just check the instructions, mix up a bit of resin and we're going to try it out. So I'll see you back in a minute. So I've mixed up some resin. Just use the end of a bottle. Split it across 2 cups because you can't overfill these, because otherwise you'll see if it works. if the actual thing works, you'll see why you shouldn't overfill the cups. I'm going to see if I can get in a little bit closer, because just to prove that there are actually bubbles in there. Let's have a look at that one. There we go. So it's all set up. I don't know if I'm going to need both hands to turn this or not, but we'll see. So I'm going to put it on for 10 to start with, I think. And there we go. You should be able to hear that it's working. It's not as noisy as I thought it was going to be. I mean, because the camera's quite close to it, it might be coming out loud on there, but in the room with it, it's not actually that loud. So I'm going to leave it for a little while, and then, because I'm not going to sit here for the next 10 minutes and make you watch this, so I'm going to pop back in a couple of minutes and show you how it's doing. So we're about 3.5 minutes in, and as you can see, it's doing something, because the bubbles are all moving up from the bottom. It's starting to look like fizzy lemonade, and I think the levels have risen a little bit, which is obviously why you shouldn't overfill your cups. So there we go, that's what we're looking like after 3 or so minutes. So we're just about 5 minutes in, and as you can see, it's getting clear at the bottom, and the bubbles are rising, and there's a foam on the top. So far so good. So this is where we're at after the 10 minutes. As you can see, there's hardly any bubbles left in that at all. It's really clear, which I'm really happy with. There is like a head on it like a pint of Guinness, but those bubbles are actually popping. I don't know if you can see it, if I can hold my camera still. They are popping now that they've reached the surface. I am going to give it another couple of minutes to see if I can just get the last few out. So what I didn't realise, because I've never used one of these before, is when you release the pressure with that little silicone thing there, releasing the pressure actually popped most of those bubbles that were on the top. And I wish I was recording it, because it was actually quite cool. So I have turned it on for another couple of minutes just to see if I can get the last few out. But on the whole, I'm really, really pleased with this. So I'll pop back when this next bit's finished and try and release the valve with the camera on, if I can do it one-handed, because I'm sure you can imagine, because the pressure is built up inside, it's quite difficult to get that off. It looks like it's sprayed on the inside as well. Oh dear. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. So we're coming to the end. There we go. That looks so good. Now, of course, there is the odd bubble in there, but none of these degassing machines claim to be 100% bubble free. Let's see if I can open this valve while still holding the camera. And we don't know that. Did you see that one? So that one had just less than 4 ounces in the one at the back, and it looks like that is actually it's too much in that cup because the pressure made it spit. The other one, it didn't do that at all. But I am really pleased with that. So I'll put a link for this one in the description. I've actually bought it from Amazon. Yeah, it's a winner. I'm sure the branded ones, they're probably going to be better. But I think this one cost me £70, which is quite a lot cheaper than the bigger brands. So yeah, now I've got to do something with this resin. So it looks like I'm making the next video. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. So yeah, if you like what I'm doing, guys, please put a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. It's a couple of little clicks and it's free, and it helps me grow the channel. I'll put links to everything that I've used in the description. This is the resin I'm using for this one is my usual Janchon Fast Cure. I should imagine Fast Cure wouldn't work as well in one of these as normal cure in the resin anyway, because Fast Cure tends to be a bit thicker. But yeah, I'll put links to everything, including this unit, in the description. Thank you to everyone who's been liking and subscribing and, buying me coffees, going to my Etsy store. I'll put links for those in the description too. And all that's left to say is thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye. I've only got one hand. Bye.